This show is part of the HeadStuff podcast network.
We are fresh today, guys. Feeling fresh and a little frisky, having spent the weekend with 80,000 other revellers.
Revellers in their droves.
The revellers descend upon Stradbally for what is the biggest music and arts festival in the country. Dear Masculinity took the stage.
I missed that. Did you see that?
No, but I didn't see it. Someone said to me, "Do you want to go to the Cranberries?" And I was like, "What?" Like, with them, I'm not being like. I was like, "What's the point?" I didn't know Dermot Kennedy was singing with them, and I also saw a video of him singing with them, and he didn't change the pronouns in the song, which is we're a big fan
love
of.
it.
He
Love
said,
it.
"So why are you holding her hand?" You know.
That's brilliant.
Do
That's
you want to hear my impression of the Coronas?
Well, hang on. It would be more
Okay.
holding her hand. You know, it'd be
I don't really have a Dermot Kennedy.
Yeah. It'd be
But
flat.
I do have
flat
a Coronas.
Irish.
Here it is.
Okay.
That's it.
That's good.
Yeah, that's it.
They're attractive. They're very attractive. Hot and loud.
And a little bit sad.
He was the best guy around.
Oh my, is it hot in here or what?
You're an attractive guy.
It's the fabulous Tony Cantwell.
I'm talking about Shane Daniel Byrne.
The summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. 'Tis you, re-raw.
Well, Danny boy, autumn is here, and the beautiful crisp crunch of a leaf under your foot is just like the beautiful sip of a lovely can of Re-Raw Irish lager. Well, you know, the beer pipes are calling me to pour a delicious Irish Re-Raw Irish lager. No, this is the one. This is the one.
Thank you for
This is the one.
sponsoring the podcast.
Just do this one.
This
Thank
is
you,
the one.
re-raw, sponsoring this podcast. Thank you, Tony, for trying your best.
Uh-huh.
I told you before that Danny from the Coronas, he was walking into my little area one time where I live.
And your area's tiny, isn't it?
Tiny little area.
It's a very
And
small little area.
I don't know him, but he made me, he kind of was walking, it was like a Sunday morning, you know, bright Sunday morning, so I'm up early. And he kind of made me, he looked at me, we had to nod and say hello to each other. I was like, well, we don't know each other. Not from his work. I will say, he used to be on the bus I got to school, but he went to the posh school
Did he?
Wow.
many years ago, yeah.
There you go.
Well, eat the rich at
Well,
the end of the day and wash it
That's
down
the
with a
kind of,
Corona.
he sleeps all day, from what I've heard. Drinks
Well,
all night long.
We heard him do his sound check the other day in the morning. It was lovely to wake up to. And he was very polite. He said, thanks so much, folks. Thanks, everybody. That was great. Well done. And looking forward to it.
Wow.
So that was good.
Class act.
What a
Danny,
class
the
act.
Corona.
And I'm only doing this for, I want to do a little impression. It's just a joke. Just a
Can,
bit of a
we hear
weird
it one more
joke.
time?
I can't do it anymore now. I had it perfect.
I was more of a thrills man myself because they were on the OC. And that was enough
The
for me.
Thrills were on the OC.
They were. They had better branding, I think.
They were very posh boys, weren't they?
I don't know.
I think they were.
I only know the album cover.
Oh man, I couldn't settle down.
Santa Cruz.
They should just come back and do more American place names, I think. That was very popular for
Was
them
that
back then.
whole genre just lads talking about the J1? That
Yeah,
they
it
were
kind
on?
of was. The whole era.
It was,
It was an
yeah.
era of J1 rock, yeah.
But also, a lot of the clothes, everybody's wearing clothes from Jack Jones at the time, or Jack and Jones, as some might say.
I would say Jack and Jones.
Sure, yeah. What about Jenny Jones? Was that the Jenny Jones theme tune?
It could be.
Okay, what about Sally Raphael? Ricky
And you
Lake.
jerk it out. And that's another one.
That's a song.
Yeah, that was a
I
good
don't
one.
know if Jerk It Out is.
Yeah. If I was singing about my J1, I would be singing about where I wore a dress a lot in New York City. I joined
You really got turned out in New York City.
anti-capitalist choir. I got tackled by a policeman. There's all this kind of stuff.
I'm wearing a dress, I got a grant from Trump.
Yeah. I got
kind
a
of thing.
grant from Donald Trump. I'm on the payroll of the White House. What else did I do?
You must be the only person to fly over there for a Black Lives Matter march and get paid $1,000 by Donald Trump. You must be the only person in history.
I made a lot of money.
Wow, that's
He's
great.
entitled to that
I'm
money.
one of those paid protesters. I'm a paid actor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
They're actors. I got one of them. One of them came back to Dublin and he had $1,000 in his pocket from Trump. They're actors.
Hey, look.
Oh, it was a lighthearted podcast up top, and now it's gone into the terrible ill of the day. That's what we're talking
Well,
about.
let's not pivot too hard into the world of Alex Jones.
I have an antidote for that. You know, we were at Kneecap the other day. Yes. Kneecap Kjol. We were at that the other day at the Electric Picnic in Stradbally alongside, and it was their biggest crowd they've ever played to date. Up to 50,000 revelers
were there.
watched
And their
Kneecap.
droves descending upon.
Kneecap.
And do you know what I felt? I not to go too over the top and just not being in the moment, or whatever, but it felt fantastic, and it was like loads of Palestine flags and loads of Irish flags, and all the problem with flags at the moment, and all the hatred and all that stuff that's going on at the moment, and ignorance and misinformation. There was like, it felt like all those people, it was like, this is actually what it's actually like, and they were like, they called us Fenians, and it was like 50,000 Fenians, and we're like, yeah, we're all. But it felt like, oh no, this is actually the reality of it.
Yes.
So it felt like a really nice antidote to all the horrible stuff you've been reading about people turning against immigrants and all. It was lovely. It was really, really great.
It was great because they were like, we started at the small, I don't know what the stage was, tiny little stage to about like 30 people, and now we're on the main stage. And we did our show, we did our own podcast, and we were like, we started on this stage, it must be 2 years ago. And here we are
again
on the exact same stage,
but with a few more people sitting on the floor.
A few more people, but essentially no growth.
It wasn't 50,000. I don't think we had our podcast.
No, I'm just below. Let's say just below.
No, I don't know.
Below 50.
We did great. It was below 50,000, but
I think it was maybe
I think
about
somewhere below
200 revelers, I'd say.
Oh, we were
no,
near.
I think there
I'd say
was
about 300.
300 revelers.
I'd say droves.
And we had a lovely
Definitely
time.
a drove.
And I'd say they descended, and it was in their droves.
They descended upon
the Ahir stage.
Stradbally in County Laois in their droves to see the
Stradbally,
YHG.
County Laois.
It was lovely. Thank you very much, everyone, who came. I had a really good time at it. I was a bit hyper at it.
Oh, you were.
Was I too hyper?
Not at all. It was exactly the vibe I was hoping the two of you would bring, because I literally arrived a minute before it started and I was out of breath. And then you were like, put your rain jacket on and go out there. I'm like, okay.
Because we put on rain jackets and
Get your
caps
pants
to
off,
look
quick,
like
Tony.
I could have done anything. You could have had me do anything.
We put
Seriously.
on raincoats and caps to look like Kneecap, you see, because that was the big news of the day, Kneecap, and all that. And then Tony was just like, had to come in through the fence. But it was lovely. I really enjoyed doing it with you guys. It
was nice.
We had a nice time.
We had a wonderful time. You guys were down for the whole weekend. How are you doing? How were the serotonin levels? We're recording this, of course, a
Having
couple of
been
days.
reveling.
I was
Having
ready to go
reveled.
home. I was ready to go
Okay.
home. I had a great time in Billie Eilish, County Laois. But I was very tired. I was a tired little boy.
I'd say so.
And one of my favourite bands were playing Viagra Boys, and I was like, I think I'm going to go to watch the Traitors, and that's what I'm going to do instead.
Wonderful.
We'd never watched that Traitors before, and we're watching it now. We can't really talk about Traitors because it's topical, whatever. But like, we didn't watch the English one.
Yeah.
Did you guys know how good this show is?
It's the best show
I'm
ever.
Can we get a rewind on the podcast? How many times we told you to watch the show?
You watched it so many times.
I'm sitting around and I'm like, this is the best game ever. And then you go, well, then every time I feel like such a fucking sap. I know I'm behind the trend, but I'm like, yeah, but now you do kind of wonder, you wouldn't vote off them because you wouldn't think,
know.
And then you go, and you might just, even though you don't think she's the traitor, you might just vote for her because you have to stay in.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
stay in.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, what a good game.
Such a good game. You think about it so much after.
And it is very good. Well done, everybody making it. It's very good.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, well
They did a
done.
great job.
Great,
It's really
very
good.
high production value.
Yeah, I absolutely love that show. So
Yeah,
much.
I'm loving it. I'm loving
There's
it.
this. Excuse me. This isn't a spoiler, but the one lad is there with. Maybe it is, but whatever. It's the first episode. But the guy's in there with his dad, but they haven't told anyone that it's their dad.
Yeah,
That's in the. But he accidentally calls his dad Daddy.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful piece of TV.
Daddy. Like, Daddy? There's no way you
No,
can.
he told him daddy.
You can't, like, be like, Daddy. Yeah, like, Big Daddy, you know.
This
No,
will be
like,
old
he's
news
Big
now
Daddy.
by the time this podcast comes out this week.
But
it will be a few days
but
later. Something
still.
else will have happened
we
in the
can
next
talk
episode.
about it still.
I know.
We're
But
allowed to
just
talk
so they know.
It's a sweet, and we will give our predictions. Make this a Traitors podcast.
Oh, we should, actually.
But his name's Poddy, and you could hear when he said Daddy, he just immediately went Daddy, Poddy.
Paddy.
Well, I thought it was sweet that earlier on in the episode he said, I'm worried I might slip out dad, and then he didn't. He called him daddy, and I just think that Kevin McGahern on the little bonus show, Kevin McGahern asked, he was like, "Did that not make you uncomfortable or something?" I was like, "Oh, Kevin, you big bastard! That's toxic masculinity." I thought it was really cute that he called him daddy.
yeah.
I thought it was sweet.
A lot of people up north all call all their dads Daddy. That's what they say.
Papa.
Daddy. I say Papa.
You say
Papa.
Papa, but the...
I mean helmet. Papa, Helmut.
Oh, God. Daddy.
Imagine. Do you think it'd be so obvious if I was in there with my dad?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You would just stand, like, if you would not be able to stand beside each other and be like,
I'd be like, that's that fella's dad. I
yeah.
was like, their father and son down too.
Or-
That's his dad.
Standing in the exact same way. Feet like almost glued together and then hands just around the back like a priest. That's how we both stand. For
But
some
also
mad
both
reason.
of you appreciating things too much. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, I'm seeing a resemblance here. And then you'd be in the round table and you'd be like trying to say like, well, look, that's a fair point, Helmut. I mean, why haven't you said, well, you'd be speaking just in German to him. You know, Papa, you know.
You know, you're
I've
saying
never met you before.
Killian appreciating things too much, or too many things. I was looking at Killian the other day, and I want Killian to change because Killian always has so many things to do and so many little. I'm going on one stage the other day. He's like, I have to go off to Anna's dad at Electric Picnic. He's like, Anna's dad is doing a choir, and it was like,
Palestine.
would you always stop going off to things? I was like, just settle. And in many ways, I want to be more like Killian and be a nicer fella and go off and do more things and be more involved. But I want Killian to come down towards me. I want us to meet in the middle. And
Yeah.
I think that might be Tony.
Oh, yeah.
I think maybe that's who that is.
No, I think I'm unfortunately at an extreme not doing fuck all.
Oh, you're worse than
yeah,
me.
yeah,
You're
yeah. I am.
kids.
Believe it or not, you're the middle.
I'm
You're
the
the
middle.
You
Yeah,
are.
you're the middle.
Perfect. You're the, you know,
The perfect young
just
hot guy.
right.
I would love to
The
not
baby
be
bear.
doing anything. The only time I don't do anything is when I get ill. And then and then I'm lying there and I actually get stressed out and I try to do things and I'm like, I need to do stuff. I start cleaning the house or whatever.
But you know what Anna said to my Terry when they bumped
no.
into each other?
Yeah.
Said, he doesn't manage his energy, my Killian. He doesn't manage his energy.
She'd want to shut
That's definitely a trigger. Something she says in not as nice a way at home.
No, it's like I'm lying there ill and she's like, you did this to yourself. It's like, why do you want me to not blow the crowds away at Electric Picnic and, you know, at Edinburgh Fringe? You want me to not do like an incredible show for thousands of people? Like, is that what you don't want me to do? Mm-hmm. Just slip that in there.
This is my passion. This is my vocation. Did you ever get the way your dad would just be stripping off at the beach? You know, like, I need to tell people about that.
You and your dad have the exact same voice.
Yes, we do.
So there's no way you'd know immediately.
Yeah, it would seem very, and we look the same, and you know, we're both called Tony, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
we're both called Tony.
We're both called Tony. It wouldn't work very well. Do you think you would act differently if your dad was in there? Like, do you think?
Yes.
Do you think your dad would
Yes.
see a side of you that you don't always kind of
You
like
don't.
show?
You don't socialize when you're in. I think anyway. When you're with your parents, you don't. You're not the exact same as you are with the boys. Like, you know what I mean. I don't think anybody is.
No.
That's
Someone
my
makes
dad.
a
I
rude
think
joke,
that's okay.
I'd be like, lads, come on. Just looking at my dad. Lads, come on. That's disgusting. Don't make a joke like that's fucking disgraceful.
Oh.
Helmut, what do you think of that? That's disgraceful, right, Helmut? I never laugh at things like that.
Papa,
I've never
what
done
do you
drugs
think?
or anything like that as well.
Why is Killian telling me that?
He's not my son. We are two strangers to each other in here. I don't know that boy.
I love the idea of someone just like standing and Helmut is just talking to them about how lovely the architecture is of the room, like for about fucking half an hour, and then he eventually walks off, and then I walked up to the person to start and go, "Have you seen the architecture of this room?" They're
this
like,
is exactly-
Wait a second.
This is exactly the thing. What would you like to? And we're getting into the traitors, but there's a broader thing to talk about here. I'm a very good liar.
Betrayal.
I'm a very good liar. Famously, I think I'd be an excellent traitor. But I think that might be a bit obvious to have me as a traitor because I'd be too good. You know, I'd have the perfect balance of not making a big song and dance about it, but also people be able to act.
You
me.
do have slight sociopath tendencies.
I do.
At
I do.
times, and
Which
that's-
would be a benefit in that game.
It would be a huge benefit. People could ask me directly. You know, I often see the thing is when I'm lying, I play a character.
Sure.
I play a character like who's innocent, for example.
Can I ask, Tony, is the liar in the room with us now?
The liar is in the room with us right now. No, you see, you say, are you a traitor? I think to myself, what would someone who is a faithful say? And they would just say, they wouldn't even engage. It's over complication. It's over delivery of your explanation. Just stay silent, say, yeah, and you're nabbed. And you're napped.
What I love about the Irish one is, I've watched the Australian one, the Canadian one, and the UK one.
Okay, get a life, actually.
And they,
Yeah, seriously, get a life.
you don't manage your energy well enough. You watch too much Traitors.
Watch too much Traitors, man.
it's a great show. And something I've never seen in any of them before is Irish people just accusing each other of being traitors in a very jokey way. And something that I have never ever seen in any of them is Irish people jokingly saying that they are traitors all the time. Nearly every person in the show so far has gone, oh yeah, I'm the bloody traitor. I'll be murdering you tonight. Which in any other version of the show is enough to get you kicked off. One of the lads who is a traitor just goes, oh, I'm the traitor. And it's just like, everyone is just saying they're the traitor, which I've never seen. It's an insane tactic.
Tonight's episode, which I feature on Traitors Uncloaked as a guest afterwards. Following the show.
You're doing that this evening.
That will already have gone out. There's a bit, without spoiling anything, there's a bit where like someone wins one of the medals. And like
I don't even know about medals.
Oh
yet.
my God, he doesn't know about
Guys,
medals.
don't even know about
someone
medals.
wins one of the medals, and
Have you ever seen the Olympics?
and then they have to give, and then they have to decide who they're going to give it to. So you expect people they're going to be like making some kind of plea or whatever like that, and like basically it goes into a room, and one guy's like, "Here, give us that fucking medal. Give me the medal." Like, you know, and everyone that before was kind of like, "Hey, can I get you like a cup of tea?" And they're being so like, they're not being so brazen about it. And then he walks into the room and they're like, "Oh, hi." And all the girls start flirting, please. And they're like fawning over him, making a big joke about it. And I just love that. They're just all there. Yeah. They're engaged. It's not this whole big mind fuck of a game, but your man's just like, "Give me that fucking medal, actually. Give me that. Give me that. I'm going to have the whole bite."
I don't know what any of that means.
It's from I Think You Should Leave. But anyway, it's a good show. How would you handle the stress of being a liar?
Well, you remember that game where what was it called? Like
Werewolf?
No. Where it was a video game and you could play with your friends. People played it in the COVID, and you're like,
oh, Among Us.
Among Us, that little guy would kill. I tried to play that once, and it was a very involved process. You had like a Discord. Basically, the game is one person is a killer in the game, and no one knows who it is. But when you get killed, you can't talk, so you go silent. I was the killer once, and then someone paused it, and there's a bit where you go j'accuse, right? And you decide who's the killer.
I love that.
And they were like, "Oh, it's Shane," and I went immediately. I was like, "Yeah, it was. Sorry, it was me. Sorry." It was the only time I could play. I played it once. I was like, "I can't do this."
With the lowest stakes possible.
But I think in real life I could play it. I think in real life I could do it. I don't know.
I think the only way I'd get
isn't
through
that part of it though?
Yeah.
You just everyone thinks I'd be great now as a
Yeah.
Everyone isn't that what everyone just thinks, and that's what's great.
I don't think
about
I'd be great. I think the only way I'd stay through is from being so obviously a faithful or something like that, or if I was one of the very thick faithful who was not accusing the traitors.
The late Marianne Faithfull.
The late Marianne Faithfull. I sit and watch the flowers grow. Is that her?
I can't remember.
No, Faithful is I can't get no sleep.
That's Faithless. The
Tearing
opposite of
up
Marianne
tights
Faithfull.
with my teeth.
It's the opposite of Marianne Faithfull.
Oh, why? Because he's black.
I sit and watch as tears go by.
I won't know.
I,
That's
the
Marianne
Lord
Faithfull.
of sea and sky.
There's a tune now.
That's a fucking bop.
It's a banger.
Is that a Presbyterian? Anyway,
No, you can do it.
We were on a wedding bus going to the next venue, and I was asked to get some songs going. And within 2 songs, I'd exhausted all sort of songs that I knew that people would sing along to.
so it was Tell Me I'm Wrong by the Sleaze.
Did you do I like
Boys Are Back
pina
in Town.
coladas and getting caught in the rain?
No, I was lost. I was like, what am I doing? And then my brother Niels was at the back of the bus, and he caught my eye. And
Didn't know Niels was so cool.
Niels was
pretty
at
cool.
the back of the bus. Yeah, and he caught my eye, and he went, Our Father. And then I just went, Our Father. And then within those three first, 2 words, the rest of the bus just went, Who art in there? And we had the whole fucking thing going. It was unbelievable. It's a great one to sing along to.
I don't like that version. I've discussed it on this podcast before. I don't like it.
Why not?
I prefer Our Father who art in heaven. I like that one better.
You just sang it
R&B.
just gayer. You just sang that. Just gayer.
No,
You sang
You sang what he sang just a bit gayer.
no, you said Our Father
Our
who art in
Father.
heaven. Anyway, I like the other one. I like the
You don't
Protestant.
like the sort of the English footy fan version of Our Father?
No, I don't like that's exactly what I don't like. I like the one we have discussed this in the
got
podcast
the
before,
Destiny
and I like
Child
the one the
R&B.
Protestant ones because they do the end and they go the power and the glory for it. That's a bit. I like that one.
Okay.
Generally, the Protestant things are bad. Like that song.
No.
What's the song they sing? See, this is where we talked before, and I sang Dan by mistake. They
all
sing.
kinds of everything.
But but I sang that. What's the other one? What's the thing that's? Oh, this is terrible.
It's not.
I've
It's
lost
good.
my. Sorry, I've lost my nerve. I've lost my confidence. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. Well, let me say, as you know, I have taken a very harsh anti-Catholic stance, as per my article in the Irish Times.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that all public displays in any way, shape, or form, if you've read the headline, should be banned. I think Catholicism should be buried, as you've seen from the headline of an article basically about me growing up in the 90s that had nothing to do with Catholicism.
Yeah. Tony got his own. People will remember maybe that I got done in by an article one time where this is just something that happens when you do an interview with a broadsheet newspaper.
The audience are familiar. They've all done interviews with broadsheet.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry,
you
of
guys
course.
know
Sorry,
this
sorry,
stuff. We're
you know
preaching
this,
to the
sorry.
choir
What
here.
they do is they will put a photo of your face, looking kind of genuine, like pensive in some sort of way, and then they'll put
sexy in that
text next to it. And the text will be something that it grabs the attention of people, and it is often something that just makes you look like a twat. And that's just the way it is, and it's very, very hard to deal with. Mine was me, and it was, what was I say again? I still feel a lot of Catholic guilt.
I still feel a lot of
That was it.
Catholic
And
guilt.
imagine seeing that on my face and that you'd be like, this lad is a twat. And so Tony just got his most recent treatment of that. What was yours?
Mine was my wife and I were flicking through the TV and turned on the Angelus, and I said, "Oh God, are they still doing that?"
Can't wait
With
to
a
buy
picture.
tickets for that show.
With a picture of my big smug face with my dream flow hair.
But wasn't the context that you had come back from 10 years living in London?
see, this is the
and you're
thing.
like, oh yeah, the Angelus. You just forgot about it because you didn't hear it every day.
Well, firstly, let's just say the funny thing was, which is that I didn't even think that was like any kind of antagonistic thing. I was like, oh, that's just the line that they're pulling. And then, and then we did the live show, and Killian started
We
reading
did the
out.
live podcast. Killian, that was so funny.
That was
Killian
great.
just
Can I get them now? Or
please. Well,
are you okay with that?
Absolutely. I mean, my favorites included. So I didn't realize it's been posted on the Instagram, and the Instagram I think now is like 180 comments, all like
Oh, I think there's
absolutely,
more than that. Anyway,
absolutely vicious.
like people not liking it at all.
really not liking it at all. It was basically I did a podcast, me, myself, and Ireland,
174
with
comments.
Nadine O'Regan, and it was a lovely podcast. We had a lovely time. Now, when they print the article, it's kind of like they take all the questions out, so it just looks like I'm rambling. So, like at one point, I'm like, "This was before the divorce referendum." Do you remember Napster? Like it looks like I'm off
It's a
my bin.
fickle game. The
In a
journalism.
kitchen at like 4 o'clock in the morning. But then Killian was like, "Oh, there's loads of comments," and I'm like, "Oh, wow, what are they saying?" And he's like, "Oh, like they kind of hate you because you
Hundreds
were
of
critical
comments.
of the
But
Angelus."
Killian just thought you knew that. I didn't know either. It was very. I'd read the article.
We got a kick out of me hearing any criticism.
This
for the
is
first
all
time.
very good fun, but it does highlight that. Look what's happened to journalism and how it feeds misinformation. Because people read the headline.
I would like to make a point on that after we have a bit of fun.
Well, this
Sorry,
is
after we have a bit of fun.
Steve
And
Jones.
here's Killian
This is a
Sundermann.
comment underneath. Steve Jones says, "Do you want some kind of gay porn instead?"
I love this.
That's pretty great.
I love
Instead
that.
of the Angelus.
Do you want some sort of? And I wrote back to him and I said, Steve,
you?
I said, "Steve, you need to stop suggesting gay porn as the solution for everything."
Yeah,
7
yeah.
likes. He's got 1 like, so that's. I mean, you've ratioed him there. I
that,
do like.
Steve.
Can we do sort of? How would it run into the Angelus? How would the gay porn? How would the news run into gay porn?
Well, I
We
think you need
pause
to.
for the. We pause for a rim job between
Rim job.
Well, I don't know, and it's audio as well. Like,
Look what Steve's
why
done.
is it gay porn
Look what
audio?
Steve's done to
'Cause
this
the
podcast.
What have
Angelus-
you done, Steve? Why have you done this? Why have you put that poison in our head? It's
Steve!
not poison. It's good.
And yeah, like the crisis, the oil crisis, still going on in Russia and the Ukraine war and everything like that. We now pause. And everything like it's 12 o'clock. We will now pause for 2 guys, 1 cup. Audio only.
I do like the idea of them saying it in the news and everything like that. Just to kind of, they ran out of time to kind of finish the story. It was like, and everything like that.
And like that. Now,
In sports news, whatever.
now, Cowboy Rimmer. It's 3 minutes of the scene from Cowboy Rimmer 9. My
love
favorite
that it's audio
comment.
only.
My favorite comment was the wife was probably throwing on the Angelus to drown out the sound of Tony Cantwell. That was that tickled me.
But that's silly because your wife loves you dearly.
it is. He
So-
doesn't know my wife, but
Yeah.
to make just make an assumption.
These
That's
are
the assumption
so.
anyway.
Don't even think about coming after our Angelus.
Mm-hmm.
Yawn.
I'm not.
When it comes on, I switch it off, just like I do Emmerdale or Coronation Street or EastEnders. All right, cheers.
Okay. All
yes,
right.
but that person, I see this is annoying me now because that's what they want. But like, isn't that why are they doing this? Why are you doing this?
I don't
they
know
go
why.
off about their day and they go to work and then they go and do this on their phone and like, what are you doing? Oh, it's terrible.
I'm just so curious as to why the editor chose to take that and kind of position this as like this is going to be an anti-Angelus interview. To read that, you would think that it's going to be an anti-Angelus interview. And I'm, grateful for the fact that people know I don't like the Angelus and I don't think it belongs on TV. I'm grateful for that. But I just wonder why they're purposely looking to kind of stoke, it's clickbait, but looking to stoke an argument between people. The readership, as we've seen, predominantly does like the Angelus, and for them to actively take a comment to stoke that. And like, why print something like that when there's no argument made for me as to why I don't like the Angelus? You know what I mean?
You're coming after our traditions.
It's not that they love the Angelus or anything. It's that they hate the idea that they hate anything changing or whatever, or they're running out of time and they're losing track of the world and opinions, and as if the Angelus should be gone because we shouldn't have theocracy. There shouldn't be forced thing. Yeah, a moment of reflection twice a day would be great. Wouldn't that be fab?
So you'd be happy we all had to face the West and bloody get a towel down and, come on, Mike.
Well, I didn't understand any of that.
Killian tried to make a big anti-Muslim swing and then petered out in the most.
Is that what that was? Was
way.
it about the Muslim?
Was an attempt to be. You guys would want it to be Sharia law then.
No,
but that's what a lot of them are. A lot of those comments are.
I just wonder why you'd actively try and kind of stoke a discourse. Like, as obviously I'm not hurt by any of the comments because it's like, it's just, I wasn't really even making a point. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing deep down that I even care that much about because I don't watch The Angelus. I just don't think it should be on. But I just wonder why they actively are looking to kind of stoke a hostile kind of discourse.
Because they have to, if they put on that headline, Tony Cantwell brings his new show to the Dublin Fringe. No one's going to click on that. And they have to click on it because then when they land on the newspaper page, they'll get the ad revenue from that click, and they'll actually get two because they'll open it and they'll get that stupid little Facebook browser or whatever, and then you'll go open a normal browser in Chrome or whatever, and they'll get 2 clicks on it.
Well, I think it's an honour for me to be on a podcast not just with a gay rights activist, but also an anti-Angelus activist. And I think it's a real pride of joy to be on.
A real pride of joy.
Real pride of joy.
Real pride of joy
with,
and that sort of thing.
Also, a grammar Nazi as well. There you go.
I know, it was very
grammar. That was vocab, but there you go.
It was very funny to read all these. At one point, you were like, Tony Cantwell is insufferable.
Yeah.
Jane was like, Killian, stop.
Yeah. I did go too deep into it. And I was also, it's so funny because I was skipping all the nice ones, which were like, good man, Tony. I love this lad. All that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, boring. So Tony is a cunt. I'm like, Tony is a cunt.
I did see a nice comment that just said, I'd eat his ass.
Really?
Which was nice.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so I appreciate that.
That's very sweet.
That was very nice.
See, but then, you can't say fuck the haters.
No.
You know what I mean? And then at the same time say I love my fans. You know what I mean? You have to have both.
Do you know
yin
what
and
to
yang.
do? If you can reach one person that will
with
say
your
they'll
asshole.
eat your ass, then your job's done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then
I'm
job's done.
pleased for that.
I'm delighted.
I'm pleased for you.
know
That
what I
is
mean?
that is
An
some
absolute diamond in the rough.
And I'd like the audio of the person eating your ass to be played at 12 and 6
Killian,
o'clock every day.
It's on the. You keep saying this audio thing. You're pushing this audio agenda. It's on television as well.
Yeah, then the visual, but it is audio as well.
Yeah, but
Broadly.
it is visual as well. Broadly,
I know.
broadly.
I'm not saying it's not
It's
visual.
equally.
I know.
Equally, it's
I know
equally.
you have a guy and he's got a
I
trowel
wanna have a
and he's
debate
in the
with
garden,
Killian.
and then he's got a trowel and he's
Yeah.
in the garden, and then suddenly he looks off and thinks for a second.
Well, Shane, I'm sure a lot of the Revellers that are listening to this podcast are curious to know, will you be switching over to News Talk now? Of course, with the exit.
Oh my God!
I
got so many messages about this.
Claire Byrne leaving or
Claire Byrne is she gone already? Isn't she?
It happens so fast.
Yeah, that's how
It does
radio
with
works.
radio, it's
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. It's like you're gone.
Because they're not employees. That's the thing. You're just like, you stop working here now. Yeah, Claire Byrne has gone to News Talk. Oh, I want to.
She's gone to News Talk.
By the way, if
Joe
you are
is
looking
gone.
for any
Oliver
type
Callan's
of
in.
conversation with a sort of middle-aged to older person in Ireland, just bring up Claire Byrne. Go, did you hear about Claire Byrne? And you're good. You're sorted. That's some good.
I'm not
bus stop
middle-aged.
chat. I know, but you.
But I
you
did get so
present
many
as-
people have contacted me. So a lot of people said thoughts and prayers. Like many people said that my phone was egg hop oil, which is the Irish for hopping, that I have just invented, and that
There you go.
sort of thing.
That sort of thing.
Someone did say, like, will I be following
pause.
over to News Talk? No, I won't. And I'm sorry, but that's the end. It's changed my whole. I don't know what I'm going to do now because it's changed. I don't want to listen to David McCullough.
Is he going to
And-
replace her?
Yeah, isn't that it?
I don't know who any of them.
I don't know. It was very busy. They went to the festival then. Anyway, he's getting 209,000
David
euro.
McCullough, bloody, I don't know who's replacing Joe. Oliver Callan. What's next? Gay porn?
What do you want? Gay porn?
What do we want? Gay porn?
They're trying to do. They have this podcast on RTE, and they're trying to be like cool news guys, like the TV3 guys, who I'm not going to make fun of because I did see that Gavin Riley, one of TV3's or Virgin Media News, come on, it's TV3, was in the audience for my comedy set at the Electric Picnic, among many other Revellers.
Revellers,
And
including
they're
man like Gavin
I-
Riley.
Quick pin in Claire Byrne business. I was look. I don't know how my comedy went the other day. I was very casual and very relaxed in front of, like, I was going to say a grand, in front of about 1,000. Is there?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so sorry about that. I was very relaxed. If you came to that and went, he was a bit weird. Yeah, I was. I'll give you that. Anyway, I wanted to pick
You
up
can
on
call
the Claire
Shane
Byrne.
confusing dressing instructions because he was very smart casual the other day. That's a Tony Cantwell joke.
It's not. Don't
Yeah,
you
but it's an
dare.
attempt at one of your
Don't
style
you
of jokes.
Dare.
That was it.
Slander my name with that shit
That was
patter.
the kind of thing that you do.
I have a formula.
Can I just say, when you guys did that podcast last week, and Tony said I had a week off, and then said he also has a week off, I thought that was absolutely brilliant in the moment wordplay. It's fantastic.
Thank you so
Can
much.
we all have a little moment for that?
Very
We had it
surprised you
last week
listened.
during the podcast, so you were not
Did
here.
you?
Well, the joke was on the podcast.
Oh yeah, but it could have. You could have spent a bit more time going fair fucking play.
We didn't have time because only two of us because you
I
were
know.
so sick.
We
I had
didn't
a
have
week off.
I know. You had a week
We had a week off.
But we
Anyway.
also didn't have you to be like, we were missing that.
Yeah.
And only that.
I'm fighting with you today. Sorry, I don't know why, Killian. I'm
Spent a lot of time over the weekend. Do you know what I mean? And Edinburgh and
I've
everything.
spent a lot of time with you,
I know,
Killian.
I know.
Well,
yeah.
you're going to be spending a lot more time with me this week as well. So
That's very true.
We can't tell you why.
we're on day
Oh.
one of a 3-day work week.
Yeah.
No, but we're also doing something secret this week that we can't tell.
Oh,
Guys, we can't say.
Can't say big things. Anyway, back to Claire Byrne. My friend
Let's
who
just say
has
News
to remain
Talk have been in
nameless,
touch.
was like, going to News Talk as well? Fuck's sake. And I was like, yeah, I know. Salt in the Wound, News Talk. And he said, I don't think I can take Claire Byrne doing, so you could be shot if you walk past the Spire at 3 p.m. content. And I
Yeah,
went, "Wow,
that's funny.
that is good. Or should you be shot if you walk past the Spire? Should the guards bring in mandatory fisting? You know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
Well,
I
you know,
don't
my
want to
lads
listen
don't
to
like
it.
the fisting.
Yeah, in our house.
in our house.
Anyway, a great loss, and also such a failure. 'Cause remember, they asked me to come on, and I was too busy. Couldn't get together. I should have and it's too late now. I could have gone on. I had my chance to be on with Claire, and they offered me talk about whatever you like. I didn't know what to talk about because I was in a panic about going to Edinburgh. So I ran out of time and space.
Too broad. Too broad.
Too broad. You should have given me. Do you want to talk about the following? Although sometimes when that happens,
Well, if
before,
you
I'm like,
want,
no.
if you want to get onto her in News Talk, I have Bauer Media. I have them by the throat. I have a piece of
You have a
basically.
picture?
I have a photo of Bauer Media's sink.
Of their manky sink.
I have
That's
a photo of their
right,
sink,
that's
and
right.
at any point I can threaten to upload it. If anytime. Next time I want to sell a tour, I'll say, put me on, or I'll release the photo of your sink. It's it's the most disgusting sink you've ever seen.
And do you know what I find so ironic is that they live there with that manky sink. Yet Kieran Cuddihy is disgusted by me somehow. He wouldn't even let me
That's
put my
right.
hand on his back. He actually cringed away because he thought I
When
was
doing
doing
the photo.
He thought I was doing like a dickhead wank hand when someone else took a picture of us.
that is
Well,
so strange.
It
I
is
say,
so strange.
could he be any more hypocritical?
Hey!
That's a Tony Cantwell joke.
You can have that. That's yours. No, that was
Killian,
you.
you're
It
your
was you
own
all
man
along.
now.
It was you all along.
What about it's the last?
realising.
We're into the last. What is this? We're into the last third of the year, is it?
This would be
4 months left.
Third, yes.
What are we going to do? Because everyone's going to, in January, everyone makes resolutions. As we go into we're into the harvest. What can we do? Are you making any plan? Should we make some plans for like new things to take on? You know, summer's ended. It's time the kids are coming back to school. This kind of thing.
Summer's gone.
Is there anything we can do? What would one want? It's going to get sad.
Properly, maybe you could take that on.
I just know that, you know, the way, like, in a few months, in like 6 weeks, everyone's going to be so sad because of how dark it is and how cold it is.
Oh, I love it. I love it. My outfit's not complete unless I have a jacket on, honestly.
Yeah. Like those people,
That's me.
They say that. Do you say that you like a jacket and that's what you're...
I love a jacket.
But no one sees it because it's dark.
I'm very excited to get my Rains jacket back on, to be perfectly honest. My big heavy Rains jacket that looks very good. No, you're right. We should take
I'm just worried about the sadness. I'm worried about everyone's sadness because it's not been a very pleasant time.
Start taking your vitamin D now.
Oh, yeah. You can take vitamin D every day.
Start taking it now and just fucking, like, get it into you.
We have a spray.
So you would say get the D into you?
Yes.
Take that D and just take that D.
Start
working on taking that D.
You should do that now.
Get that into you.
Maybe about 6 o'clock or maybe 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
They would be the
record it if
optimum
possible.
times to take that D.
The D is audio only.
It's the same way that when I walk past men, I kind of think, I measure up whether I could fight them or not.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And most of the time, you'll be shocked to know I succeed in my imaginary fights with all these people.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I don't think I could fight anyone.
No one can fight anyone.
I know, but I've never been in a scrap.
No one can fight
I know that, yeah, you were
No
saying,
one can.
you said this to me before about like men think they're going to have fights like in films. But
Yeah.
actually fights are just like kind of dragging and pulling. Yeah.
Just fights are like fights are kicking in the back and being dragged to the ground, like
And
kicking
missing punches
and missing
and-
punches.
Yeah.
And everyone's like fighting is a sport. Fighting is a sport that no one has trained in, and it's like you would not, but you could die, and no one would ever enter like a crochet tournament where if they lose they die. You know,
Crochet or croquet?
crochet, not croquet.
It's just a crochet wouldn't really be a sport.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You would never enter like I don't
But
know
you
how to
would
crochet.
enter a croquet tournament.
You would enter a croquet
I'd be pretty
tournament, of
confident in a
course.
croquet environment.
You know, or like even just throwing this bit of paper in a bin contest where if you lose, your head could smash off the ground. Do you know what I mean? But everyone
Yeah.
seems to just think that
There
they
was
can
a great
fight.
tweet where someone said that like every man thinks that there's this thing that can be activated called freak mode, berserk mode, where they could just basically enter into this sort of mindset and destroy any other partner. Like you can just activate. If I go full psycho, I can basically take on anyone.
Well, I think there might be truth in that. Wait, you would berserk mode over your own children?
Yeah.
When you're a child, you think that your dad can beat up anyone and
Yes.
beat up a robber who comes into your house, and then as I've become older, I've learned. Actually, in that situation, my mother would do it. She would kick this shit. She would destroy anything that came in. Like,
Yeah.
she's smaller than them. A woman not strong as them, but if anything was to threaten us, my mother would kick the shit out of them. That is actually, the reality is, that's...
Mothers are better in a crisis.
Mothers are better at those things. And generally everything.
And everything else, yeah.
Pretty much. Like broad strokes there, but like, moms are better. Yeah, that's it.
Not at analyzing architecture.
Can we normalize using fight adrenaline for your legs to run away? Can we normalize
Yes.
using that adrenaline instead of swinging at someone who could kill you? Be like, okay, all right, I got the boost, and fucking peg it. There is no ego in fucking pegging it or talking your way out, or do you know what? Pleading to leave. There is nothing wrong with pleading to survive. Just do it and run.
I want a man who can plead.
I tell you who's bad in a crisis, a nosy person. They're bad in a crisis because when they should be getting out of there, they want to be having a look. That person is probably like, come on. Like a fight starts in pubs when you're younger, they'd be fighting in clubs or whatever. And young people's nights or whatever, and then some people would just have a good old gawk, and you're like, this is not a gawk event. Like this is let's go event. We got to get out of here.
100%.
Something's gone wrong at a party. Some fella's mad out of it or whatever.
I remember I
Too
had
many gawkers.
I had a harsh, lesson in that like about 2 years ago. It was like outside Grogan's, and this guy was just pissed, and he was just shouting at people. And like one of my friends, like just had his phone or like he dropped the phone and like my friend picked it up and he's like, that's my phone. And for some reason my mate was pissed as well, was kind of like, no, prove it's your phone, you know, whatever. It was so daft. And then this set this guy off and he started fucking swinging digs.
Oh, God.
And I just was like,
Jesus.
I haven't been out in a while, COVID, like, look, this is funny, isn't it? Like I'm standing right beside it
no.
and I got a fucking like windmill fucking dig to the head and knocked my hat and glasses off.
Oh, what a geek.
I know. Normalised that being
Did you Velma?
Normalize that being masculine.
Yeah, and then my skirt was kind of hunched up as I was on the ground trying to find my glasses.
And then Tony's friend was like, he can't see without his glasses.
see without his glasses.
And you all got stung by a bee.
And I got stung by bees, like,
It
yeah.
was like, and you were home alone.
And I was home alone. That was my girl.
No, a lot of references. I'm mixing.
Okay,
I'm mixing.
yeah, no, fun.
No, it's a mixed palette there. It was thrown in there. You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah, don't
if
get
I've ever
too
been
curious.
in like a fight. I've been in like kind of standoffs and kind of shouting, and when they talk about this, the invisible wall. I've been separated from other men by the invisible wall, which is the sort of hold me back, hold me, yeah, no, you fuck off.
But no one was holding you.
No one was holding me back. But
You're kind of like the techno Viking of chat. You know what I mean? Remember like Techno Viking, the thing
Yeah.
where he was walking along, you know,
he
and
just
then
pointed
he
in a
sees a bit of a
direction.
fight, guy's been a bit too rough with a girl, and he just grabs him by the wrist and he's like, duh, 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 and the guy like backs off.
Yeah.
And it's like so awesome. And then the
he
beat
points
kicks
in the direction he should walk.
Yeah,
and he walks in that
he
direction.
walks that direction. You're kind of that with your chat, where you're kind of like something's a bit happened. You're like, hey, you all right? Is everyone all right? You know, like, oh man, no, I get it. You know, like, and you're so empathetic.
Yeah.
Now maybe just try and visualize that chat.
Well, he's always very nice to me.
you
I always,
do
always say that, and it annoys people so much. Well, she was always very nice to me.
It's very nice to me.
Shut the fuck up.
Mm.
No, that was really nice to me.
That was very nice to me.
What was it Eminem said? I remember thinking this is the hardest quote of all time. I don't care if you're like black, gay, straight, whatever. You be nice to me, I be nice to you. That's it. I remember going like, that was like you know, 14, 15-year-old me was going like, that's one of the greatest, that's the way I should live my life.
Yeah, maybe stop saying the F word so much in songs.
Yeah, I know. But like, what if someone's incredibly racist or whatever? Like,
It's always nice to me.
it's always
He's nice to me. I've been nice to him.
No, look, I know he's like got like 12 songs that are the most anti, you know, the most homophobic, horrible hate speech you've ever heard. But like, did you hear what he said about just be nice to him?
Yeah.
Why weren't
Just
you?
be nice.
Why weren't gays nice to him? Actually,
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
He became friends with Elton John then, so it was fine. That fixed that.
That's what PR was back then, you know? You just do a song with...
My tears got gold. I'm wondering why.
And they go, oh, he's
I got out of bed. Oh,
that's good.
Poor Elton John.
Poor Elton John.
Little old nana.
I know.
Why poor Elton
Just
John?
he's a little old nana.
Little old
He's just
nana
a little
now.
old nana.
That's lovely, isn't it?
I don't know. He looks like a nana.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know. He's a little old nana.
The movie Rocket Man's very good. I'm just going to tell everyone that again. It's a good movie. It's one of the best biopics you can see because it goes into the nitty gritty. And Taron Egerton actually sings on it, unlike Rami Malek who won the Oscar. That's all I'm going to say.
That is... Oh, look, we don't have time, and we've talked about it too much.
I know.
We have.
But Bohemian Rhapsody is one of the worst films to get
one of the
an
worst films.
Oscar for ever. It's
It's
fucking
absolute dog
terrible.
shit.
Every scene is hilariously bad. And somehow people
You
thought it was
must
great.
be Queen, and you must be Freddie Mercury. That's Aidan Gillen.
Is he in that film?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I didn't waste my time.
You should watch it. It's class.
So anyway, we've a couple of lessons here to take on.
Run away from a fight
Run away from a fight and watch Rocket Man.
and bring the gawkers with you. Drag them away from a fight.
Drag the gawkers
from a
with you.
spectacle or crisis. And your mom could beat you up. Don't ever forget that. Is that one?
That's
That
good.
sounds good. Yeah. That's
Sounds
and
good.
also Traitors.
What's
Be-
that? I
be
want to
thick.
be a bit more. I'm going to try and be a bit more like Killian. That's what I think. I'm going to try and be
Well,
a
love it.
nicer person. I feel like I've become darker in my old age. I'm trying to. I'm going to lighten up like Killian.
Wait, if we were around the table, this was the round table, which it is actually. We're sitting around.
We are sitting at a round table.
So
Who
if
do
we
you
were
think you
here,
would vote for? First day, you have no
based
based on absolutely
today,
nothing. Yeah, based on today. Yeah,
Based
like,
on
that's all we
today.
have.
who do you go on?
I think.
I know what you're
Okay, can I give my reasons? And this was it because you're. I will be. Sorry, I have
You
my
wouldn't
thing
know
written.
how much of a liar I am.
No.
I've told you that in confidence.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that's true. That's true. But
We're not going to do traders every week while traders is on, but we'll just do it because it's the first week.
I would be like, listen, I've got very little to go on. We all are.
You can do Irish accents now.
Oh yeah, you're right. Listen, I've got very little to go on.
English one was better.
But Tony, I just think
We
few
shared.
conversations-
I really enjoyed sitting in the on the train with you. And
It's just we sat on the train together, and I
the
thought,
car that we had.
I just
together.
thought you, and this is all I've got to go on.
Yeah.
You seem
Really
a
honest.
little bit like a sociopathic or something. No. I think that you would like to be a traitor. I just think that that's something you would like to do. That's all that I have. Don't have much, but I think it's something that you mentioned once or twice that you might like to do.
And Tony, in fairness, you're not denying it. You're not denying it. Like, I'm not seeing anything from you that's denying it.
Can I defend myself?
You're not saying that, though, that's denying it. I'm sorry now. I don't mean to put you on the spot now, but you're not denying it.
Can I say something now? I swear on my wife and kids I'm not a traitor. I swear, may they be struck
Tony,
down.
who do you think? Because you're sitting there, you're defending yourself, but who do you think is the traitor?
I wasn't going to say this, but Killian. Since you started talking to me there, I'm beginning to think that's a bit weird. You actually might be a traitor.
And you're not denying it, Killian.
That's very
You're
suspicious.
Sorry,
No,
I'm not
just
hearing
saying
you
that's
deny it.
Very suspicious. You just saying me after I said you, that's very suspicious. No, and I'm not. I know it's not personal. But it's actually, no, it's not personal. I'm not fucking annoyed.
No.
It's actually really like the fact that he. No, sorry. No, sorry.
I'm just imagining a world where we every week we play Traitors together. We just act it out and just do it ourselves around this table. We never actually vote or anything, but we just play Traitors.
But then Shane is. Then in this context, Shane is the actual traitor. We're two faithfuls fighting each other.
I felt like during that, I was the traitor in that. Yeah, I felt like I was.
Spiders.
And I'll kill you both like that pig guard. I'll kill you both. Come on, ACAB.
The puppet master.
AGAB.
Puppet master.
I know there's many guards listening to this podcast.
AGAG.
I actually know
A lot
about at
of them
least
are
one guard who listens to this podcast, so thank you very much.
And to the guard who gave me a nod when I was drinking a open can of beer on the way to the Oasis concert. Thank you very much. I see you.
And a big fuck you to the guard who took my can a few weeks earlier in the summer, my can of Moretti lager, which everyone drinks now for some reason.
Okay.
And I have no real, I guess, fuck you to the guard that tackled me on Paddy's Day when I was 14 years old, tackled me from behind.
Yeah, big fuck you to him.
I know where you are in the world, but I was just
Probably
walking
trying to get
around.
at your arse, I'd say.
Probably
That's why he did it from behind, trying to let go of your arse.
Go your arse, you know what they're like.
Sick fuck.
My knees have never been the same.
And also, just for anyone to think that was mean of me to call the guard a pig, they don't care. They've heard that before.
They
don't
love
care.
that.
They don't care.
No.
They don't care. I was slagging guards the other day live at the Electric Picnic Music and Arts Festival in Stradbally.
Oh, you had a good line
Bally.
where you went in.
Well,
But is that a bit?
Well, maybe.
that's my material.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I was slagging the guards, and the people told me that there was guards beside them, and the guards were having a laugh at me slagging the guards. So it's okay.
That's good. Sure, they love it.
A bit of fun. They
A
love
lot
the
of
attention.
undercover guards at EP. A friend of mine got done in by an undercover guard, and they
Got done in.
well they
Good done.
Oh, chance to be a
took his-
fine thing.
he had drugs in a special little
What? You're friends
Case.
with someone who knows about drugs?
Tony. You be nice to me, I be nice to you. That's the
Yeah,
rules.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fair. Yeah.
I you be nice to me, I be nice to you. We had drugs in a little kind of special case, and the guards took his drugs. Did not arrest him. Did not do anything like that. They said, "Listen, we're just going to take that." Okay, which is not a bad result. And he said, "Oh, can I have my case back?" And the guard's like, "No, you can't have your case back. You're lucky you're not getting nicked." And he's like, "I ordered that on Temu." It's just like,
Well, there's a lesson. Don't order anything from Timu. How about that?
I was also called Timu Brad Pitt by the Irish Times article. I really
Yes,
appreciate that.
but
was
that's
very
not bad
nice.
at all.
That's not bad at all.
that looks good.
Because visually the things from Timu are fine.
They look great.
They're not good.
Inside they're
you're not
broken.
you're not actually as sexy as Brad Pitt.
No.
But
Deep
you
sham.
look like a version of him.
Well, can I say,
pretty
as a
good.
father, Brad Pitt is a Temu Tony Cantwell.
Thank you.
In
so
that you're a good father, and he is.
Well, he's not good to Shiloh.
I don't think he's a good daddy.
much. Well,
Daddy.
Daddy.
Daddy. Poddy.
Poddy.
Daddy.
Sorry, Poddy.
Brad.
Braddy.
Daddy. I love it.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. It's been a real whirlwind today, and I feel like I've grown. I feel like you guys have grown.
You do look a bit taller.
Yeah, I'm trying to sit up straight. I was told at Electric Picnic that I'm not loud enough in the car for one
The
woman.
Arts and Music Festival.
The Arts and Music Festival down in Stradbally, County Laois, which attracts up to 80,000 revellers
Revellers who descend
annually,
upon.
and they descend upon
In their
in their
droves,
droves,
of course. Yes.
80,000 revellers have descended upon the north, and they are retaking it. The revellers from County Laois have moved
descended upon Stormont, and they have eliminated by murder a lot of the PSNI members.
The
And
new Pope Leo has bent the knee to the 80,000 revelers who have descended upon the Vatican, armed with glow sticks and poppers.
the Swiss Guard turned out to all be pussies.
They pleaded
And what's the end of the news?
and they begged.
And stuff like that.
Anyway, 12 o'clock,
like
we
that.
will now turn
To gay porn.
UK tour, Shane, Daniel Byrne, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester, Bristol, Edinburgh. Come see me in those places.
Come see me in You Cry Weird at the Dublin Fringe from the 12th to the 15th of September in Smock Alley. There's even 2 on that Saturday. All right, don't tell anyone.
Okay, and then also listen to more of this. It's the bonus of this. There's not 3 of them. There's just 1, but it's every week, and it is really good. People say it's really nice. Actually, do you want to record a bonus right now?
Let's do that right
do
now.
it.
You guys click the link in the notes and you'll hear this next Tuesday.
See you over.
Slán!
They're attractive. Very attractive.
Hot and loud.
And a little bit sad.
He was the best guy around.
Oh my, is it hot in here or what?
You're an attractive guy.
It's the fabulous Tony Cantwell.
I'm talking about Shane Daniel Byrne.
Killian, Sundermann!